Hello from Myrtle Beach. Today we are going to take you on a tour of 501. This is a main way to get in and out of Myrtle Beach for a lot of people. So we're starting here on Kings Highway. To your left is the main boardwalk. To your right you can see the Grand Strand Brewing Company. So the only reason we're starting here is to give you a frame of reference from this area. So if you're coming from Ocean Boulevard, if you're coming from your hotel, this is how you get to 501, or conversely, if you're coming in on 501, this is where you would come into town. So you see 501 North, you see the sign to my right. So we're just going to take you all the way down, head this way, and show you everything that's on this road because there are a lot of businesses and things to do. Hi, I'm Carmen. If you're new here, we cover everything Myrtle Beach and the surrounding area. And if you're a return viewer, welcome back. We are so glad to have you with us. First, we are going to head sort of out of town-ish, but we're still within Myrtle Beach right now. There are going to be a lot of shops, also a lot of more utility-oriented, like there's AutoZone, that's a perfect example, businesses as well. It's going to be a complete mix, but we're going to head all the way down 501, and this also would take you towards Conway. So if you wanted to go to Conway for any reason while you're on your trip, this would be the way to go, because Conway has a lot of fun festivals, and it's a cute town that has a lot of things going on depending on the time of the year that you're visiting. So you very well might want to visit, and there are multiple ways to get there, but this is definitely a main one. It's also a very major way that people come into Myrtle Beach when they're visiting, so you may or may not have been on this road. We've gotten a lot of requests to film it and show what it looks like, so we're going to do exactly that and show you what it has. Also, if you come into town a different way, this might give you an idea of some things that exist here on 501. And one of the big attractions, which we'll show you, is Tanger Outlets. There's two sets of Tanger Outlets in Myrtle Beach. One is on 501, which we're going to show you. The other one is right at the edge of North Myrtle Beach. The city of North Myrtle Beach is actually a different city than Myrtle Beach, and it's right on that line between the two on 17 bypass, or actually that might be 17 by then. So it's up towards the north end, very northmost end of Myrtle Beach. So you've got two different outlet options there, which is nice. They're both really nice. We have videos on both of them. I'll try to remember to link those in the description below, and you can check those out. But lots of different stores, and they do have some different stores at the different Tangers. So this is what I was talking about, utility stuff. And by the way, this, as far as I know, I don't think these tracks over here to the right are functional anymore, are they? Yeah. Brian agrees. We've never seen a train on those tracks. So I've even seen in the news they are trying to get funding to turn that into not exactly rails to trails, but some type of way that people can use it for biking or walking, that kind of thing. So that would be pretty cool if they get that. Currently we're crossing Grissom Parkway. That is a major road that runs sort of north to south, I guess, and it's one road we recommend taking if you're trying to avoid traffic. It still has traffic, but it's mostly used by locals, so you don't have the same level of traffic you have on Kings Highway. So that's a road option if you're looking for a way to sort of get through town without being on the major roads. So coming up, we're crossing the 17 bypass. So this is where you would go either north or south. South would be Georgetown, north would be towards North Myrtle Beach. That road, we have a video on that, actually has a lot of things on it, including Broadway at the beach, and if you keep going even further north, it has Barefoot Landing. The 17 bypass and 17 merge together by the time you get to Barefoot Landing, but if you went straight up that road, you would get to that as well. So lots of huge entertainment options on 17 bypass, and like I said, eventually they merge together and just become 17. Now we're coming up, as you see us go up this hill. You don't see a lot of hills, so to speak, in Myrtle Beach because it's very flat, but this is actually a man-made structure to go over the Intracoastal Waterway, and that is a popular waterway for boaters. As you may know, it goes all up and down the East Coast, and so that's a very popular place for anyone who has a boat. There's also boat rentals you can do on the waterway, so if you want to go up and down, there's jet ski rentals, all kinds of stuff. So that's a pretty neat thing to do while you're on vacation if you're interested, and then you don't have to deal with like the ocean waves and that kind of thing. So here we are going over that. And then over to our left is what used to be the Waccamaw Pottery Outlet. It now does have a few shops and that kind of thing, but also there used to be the Hard Rock theme park there. That is no more and has been completely demolished now. There's also a Medieval Times over there, so if you're interested in that for entertainment, we have been to that show and it is fun, so we would recommend it. If you've been to Medieval Times, it's the same. I think they're pretty much the same all over, but it's consistent, good entertainment. So that's definitely something worth checking out for a dinner show. And it's a family-friendly dinner show as well, so that can be fun. But yeah, that, since I mentioned it was Waccamaw Pottery Outlet, now there's no outlet stores there anymore that I'm aware of. So Tanger's where you would want to go for outlet shopping. Got Camping World over there to the right. There's several locations in this area of Camping World. If you're enjoying this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. We really appreciate that. And let us know, do you come in on 501? Is it your normal way to get to Myrtle Beach or to leave Myrtle Beach? When we used to live out of town, we live here now, but when we used to live out of town, we avoided 501 at all costs. So let us know in the comments too if you're one of those people like us. So here's 31, and again, another highway I would recommend using if you need to go a long way in one direction or the other. Anytime you want to go like from North Myrtle Beach to the city of North Myrtle Beach to say the south end of Myrtle Beach or something like that, 31's a good option because there's very little traffic on it and it has a pretty high speed limit. I think the speed limit is 65. Definitely check the signs, or don't take my word for it. But it usually is wide open. There's usually very little traffic. We don't have a huge rush hour here. There is one, but it's not a huge rush hour. Our busiest times is when everyone's coming in or out of town, so it's really busy on Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Busier obviously in the summer, spring break time, those kind of times, and also when the hotels have people check out. So around 10-11 it gets really packed because that's when a lot of people are leaving their hotels. Also when a lot of people just get up when they're on vacation and get out, so it gets a lot more crowded at that time. As you can maybe able to tell by the surroundings and the trees, we are in the off season right now. So if this was the on season, the busy season, this would be bumper to bumper cars, like just non-stop bumper to bumper cars, because we've had a lot of requests, as I mentioned, for this video, and the reason we haven't done it yet is because of the traffic. We are waiting till there's not as much. So even though you do see cars, this is very light traffic. So we're actually going to show you the Tanger Outlets. We're actually going to pull into Tanger Outlets because this is probably the biggest draw in Myrtle Beach on 501 as far as entertainment and things to do. So it's coming up here on the right. So I'll talk a little bit about it, but we have a video of Tanger Outlets, both this one and also the one that is in near North Myrtle Beach. It's a huge outlet center that has tons of retail shops. They also have a little bit of dining. Also across the street from this Tanger, there is a Grumpy Monk. That is a local eating establishment. There is another Grumpy Monk at Broadway at the beach. So if you're looking for somewhere to eat, we would recommend that. We've eaten there a few times and we like it. But as you see here on the left, you've got Old Navy, you've got Levi's, you've got tons of major name brand outlet stores here. So definitely recommend checking it out. If you've enjoyed this video, be sure to click on the video on your screen right now and click subscribe so you won't miss anything new. Thanks so much for watching. Until our next adventure.